Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing Road of the Worrier 3. And last time we got quite a bit done. Let's go down here to the basement's basement. And to the basement's basement. So we've got this whole system set up now. Thermal, refined storage, cyclic. We've got real fancy gear. And I started to look at making recipes to start making creative items. Now I'm not convinced about all of this. This is definitely not final, but this is the shape that at least some of them are going to take. They're going to be very large mechanical crafter recipes with a bunch of the sort of like endgame resources and some items that are, particularly expensive, hard to make. Next thing I want to do, we've got all 4 of the top tier tokens. We're going to make something called a creational catalyst. This may end up being an ingredient in some of the creative items. So what it does, it allows something that makes aura to overcharge. Like, how we hit the limit when we're shooting at the shooting mark, and then eventually the arrow just sticks in it when the chunk is saturated. Well, this will allow us to go past that. This takes, I think, half a pool of mana. So, not cheap, but and of course, Spirits of Calling for all the different tokens, but it's going to be worth it. Now, we won't be able to see aura concentrations that high with our environmental eye, so we're going to make an environmental ocular, which is good old Ritual of the Forest recipe. We got a gold leaf, and we got the eye, and then we got this Rose of Oblivion that you got to get from the end after defeating the Ender Dragon. And then it is, again, an oak sapling. And the gold dust in the right spot. That seemed to take a second there. Suddenly, I see a lot better. Now, what that's telling us right now in this area, the seed is telling us crops will grow faster. The little symbol of an aura cache there will tell us that it will regenerate stuff. It will regenerate the cache, and I think we can even take it past that. See some more. I think there's an achievement once we get it high enough. I know there is one for getting it low enough. That achievement is not going to be required to complete the pack. Okay, we just got high enough that we can now see a second bar. And it doesn't stay up there very long. This ore is dissipating into surrounding chunks. We'll probably have better ore in our house now. Seemed to be low there for some reason. But anyway, yeah. The creational catalyst. It's awesome. Now that we have this, I'm going to be interested in automating this process sometime very soon. Now, the next thing I want to look at is Apotheosis. We're going to take some of these. And we're going to throw these down on the ground. Going to drop the anvil on them. And we're going to get this gem dust. Now, the first thing we want to do with this stuff is make a salvaging table that'll allow us to do basically what we just did, but with higher returns. And we won't always have to be, breaking our anvils. We will need botanist's hand axe and a botanist's pickaxe, and we'll need 3 obsidian ingots. So while this is not gated by thermal, it's a lot less expensive with thermal. What else? We're going to need a smithing table And do we have a rune of fire in here? Yes, we do. This thing, is it still working on it over here? Like, let's see. Yeah, there they are. I don't know. Oh, depth ingots is what we need. We need depth ingots. There we go. One salvaging table. So let's see. I don't know if I want to try that one first. We'll try this one first. So this will salvage into an uncommon material. And this we can use in gem cutting. Okay, to get all this different stuff. Interesting. So I guess what we also want to do is make a gem cutting table. Okay, and this is where we put the rarity material. We just need some gems. Let's see. Let's grab a bunch of these. Now what could we do with this if we had cracked gems of arcane recovery, for instance? Okay, so, for instance, we could take these illager gems. Well, okay, and we could upgrade it into a different illager gem. What about this? See, what I want to do, I want to make the gem dust. But it doesn't look like it's going to let us do it here. Let's see. No. I mean, you know, we can make the dust with the anvil. It's not as great a solution. But we could take these flawed gems of the earth. Now this is a unique. So we'd need up to 9 time-worn fabric. So let's see what we can get with some of this stuff we're not as interested in. Like this I am actually interested in, aren't I? Okay. The Brawler's gem. How about this Warlord gem? Yeah, these Warlord gems will be good. Solar gems. Not interested in those. Brawler's gems, we might be interested in. Another Warlord gem. We got Splendor gems. That we're definitely interested in. We got a natural gem. Let's see if we can do all those at once. Okay, we got gem dust. What is it gonna take? It'll take, okay, 3 time-worn fabric. So we'll come over here to the salvaging table. Let's get something that isn't that picked. Okay. This has a little bit of luck to it too, but not as much. Okay, we got 2 luminous crystal shards. We need 1 more. Let's try these fancy pants. Yeah, okay. So now, this is the luck one, this is the luck one. Oh, I thought it wanted a... Oh, okay, yeah, it can do it. So now we have a flawed Splendor gem that'll give 2.75 luck if we could get it onto core armor. So I got some more dust here. I want to try to make a sigil of socketing. I guess I don't have any dragon's breath, do I? We do have a transmutation catalyst in our natural altar set up. And some bottled darkness, and that'll get us some dragon breath. Now what I think these things do is we might be in a wrong GUI. I think we have to take him upstairs to the smithing table. So let's see. Yeah, everything with an empty socket. Okay, okay. We're gonna be able to do even better with that gem than I thought, because we actually have 2 of them. Okay, God-Forged Pearls. Mythic. That's cool. Surely one of those will be enough. But we do need more dust, so I'm gonna throw a bunch of this stuff that we're not using down there, smush it, and then we'll come back over here to our gem cutting table, see if we have enough. Awesome, Splendor Gem, +4 luck. Now we can take this boy over here, and our chest plate is going to give us +4 luck, which is pretty amazing. I think this place is down in the down in the cave. Would you look at that? Weird. So I went through a large part of one of those dungeons. We got all kinds of stuff. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can salvage. So let's say we had here these flawed gems of the earth, right? There we go. And we can go up from those 2 to make a flawless gem of the earth. So 3 levels to existing sharpness. Sounds pretty good. We will need another one of those socketing sigils. Is that what it's called? Let's see. Socketing sigil. So we need some more gem dust. There we go. Sigil of socketing. And we'll put this in here. I'll give it an empty socket. This will take it up to sharpness 8, which is bananas. Now, I would like to make a mahogany broom. What are we missing? There we go. It didn't take the one mahogany log for some reason. Alright, now I got some blood in there. Oh dear, that's loud. Sorry about that. My usual caveat, not actually the end of the chapter. Now we're gonna stick our old broom in this broom stand, which you can put down on the ground or up on the wall. I think it looks pretty good up on the wall like that. Now, even though they're just decorative, I did make another set of gold rings. And I would like to try the seat, because we'll need a small satchel, I think. Let's see, yeah, small satchel. We sit on the broom in a very weird way. We sit side saddle, so we can see all the way behind us, but we can't see much to our right at all, and I wonder if that would change using the seat. It's just that small satchel we just made, plus some infused fabric blocks we made like ages ago. Now you can also use this for making your broom a 2-seater. But let's get the broom seat and the rings. Now let's see. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Now this is supposed to be a little bit fireproof and a little faster, I think. But let's get the enhanced broom brush on it. And let's go ahead and use our enchantment library instead of walking all the way over. Now, mending there's just 1 level of, so we don't have to worry. Unbreaking, we've got up to level 3. We got 14 stored. So if we shift click, we'll get Unbreaking 3. Now max level, I think, might not be available now. We can always put more Unbreaking books in. Now another thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make a broom whistle. this can be bound. Okay. What do? Do we shift click? Can be bound to a broom. Okay, it's not bound. What do? Do we craft it with it? Probably not. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yes, we do. Awesome. Now if we lose our broom, we can just right-click this thing and we'll get our broom back. Now I made this. Now and I'm going to have to change the quest description too. It's actually the netherite tip that makes this fireproof. So this is not actually fireproof, but I made this to go tooling around the nether with. I would like to find a fresh nether fortress and a fresh bastion so that we can open some chests with our fancy luck armor. Alright, we found a nether fortress pretty quickly. Let's see what there is to find. Okay, this one is not that great, but there's another one south of us. Now with that spellstone, we're just like walking death in here. Okay, so I mean, it's not bad. Let's see if we can find any more. Okay, here's another one. Aren't many chests around. I think I've been down all those spots. See if there's anything down here real quick. I'm looking for a spellstone. And this one's pretty good. Like, we're definitely finding cool things. Aha! Here's what we're looking for. The blazing core. Oh, grab some of this other stuff too, why not? The blazing core is total fire immunity. We can jump down into the lava. We're really only vulnerable underwater. Definitely wanted that. Now the next thing I want to start working towards is rune magic. We're going to make a branch of Yggdrasil. We're going to make a mana blaster, I hope. Okay, we need a couple things. We need a pulse mana spreader. So we'll need a mana spreader. That's fine. And a pulse mana spreader, and I'll have to go make a rune of mana. Here we go. Now the mana blaster is something you want to put mana into the branch of Yggdrasil. It's just, it doesn't take mana through any other way for some reason. We're also gonna want a Yaller horn, and that's just a horn of the wild thrown into a mana pool. And we're gonna do just that. We're gonna set up the branch. Where are we gonna set it up? Why not right over here? And what do? Do we throw the mana thing in there? I don't think that's what we do. Let's see. Craft and fire a mana blaster. Doesn't have any mana in it. When this is full, we'll know it. But I don't know what I'm doing with this. Let's look it up. A mana blaster. By drawing mana from mana-carrying items, it fires mana bursts. They travel faster, has a short cooldown. Let's go ahead. Okay, so we've got a mana tablet. What's this set to? Let's set it to the opposite of that. Because we have the ring. But, I don't know how much is really in the ring. Let's see. I don't know how much we're gonna need. I don't want to drain it completely. So, let's see. Alright. Maybe we need to put the horn in here? Okay. That's not really doing it. Okay, it looks like it's got a little bit of mana in it now. I have to go pretty far back or I end up taking the Yaller horn out. This seems like a silly way to do this. I swear that you used to have to do it that way, but let's try putting the mana spreader right here. Okay. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We'll take the Mana Blaster out of the quest. There we go. The horn is full. Now we can drink from it. As you drink from the water from the well of Mimir, you gain knowledge about things you could never imagine in your wildest dreams. Now we gotta go fight the Gaia Guardian again. Now, I don't know if this fight is harder now that we've done this. But, we're a lot better geared than we were the last time. So let's see. We'll probably still get withered and stuff, right? Sure. That doesn't seem too bad. Oh! Okay. We did die once. Got some runes. There's the rune tablet of Fimbolter. That's cool. Well, a Darok, I think we already have that. Let's see what the dice have for us. Gaia Spirits. Okay. And I think that's gonna about do it for today. Thanks so much for watching, folks. We'll see you in the next episode.